The Mexican Revolution was one of the greatest events through a go of history of our nation, giving us names such as Pancho Villa and Emiliano Zapata. But not only the men were fundamental for this. Women played a very important role in the revolution. Now, we will talk to you about the women in revolution.
The role of women in the Mexican Revolution was not limited to domestic work. While the husband was in the armed struggle or even on the battlefield next to the troops, where there were a majority of men, and which gave rise to the typical image of the Adelita or soldadera with a defiant gesture. The women acting important tasks are reporters, newspaper editors, teachers, telegraph operators, nurses, or office workers, who gave vital importance to their presence. The Mexican Revolution, which began on November 20th, 1910, saw women adopt a role that history was largely forgotten, but that is always important to rescue. Among the outstanding women in the field of journalism are Juana Belén Gutiérrez de Mendoza, who was in charge of the Vesper newspaper. Now, this newspaper defended the miners and fought against the Diaz dictatorship. Also featured is Emilia Enriquez de Rivera, alias Obdulia, who manifested her revolutionary ideas on the pages of the Hogar magazine. There were women who participated in conspiracy work, such as those belonging to the Cerdán family, Carmen Cerdán, Carmen Alatriste, and Francisca del Valle. Now, these persons were sister, mother, and wife of Aquiles Cerdán, respectively.
On the other hand, from the state of Puebla, Guadalupe, Rosa, and Maria Nerváez appeared, who, to the sound of pamphlets and the distribution of arms among different guerrilla troops, did not hesitate to do everything possible to dismantle the Diaz government. There were heroines of the stature of Juana Martínez de Mendoza and La China, who rose up in arms made up of widows and orphans who lost their men in the fight. They gave a show of courage by not hesitating and taking up arms to go out to the battlefields and stain themselves with blood for a cause they believed was just. There are stories of injustice, such as the fact that the soldaderas were a kind of servants of soldiers and warlords, but also of deep courage. If not, ask Angela Jimenez, an explosives expert who did not hesitate to risk her life in order to harm rival armies. We must not forget that the popular Pancho Villa had a great ally in his plans, Petra Herrera, although it is said that relations were strained to such a degree that decided to separate from her side and organize an army of more than 1,000 women in her charge.
In a certain way, the possibility that women participated in the contest or in the distribution of information gave them the ability to have greater visibility at a social level, since it was carried out at a time when machismo predominated and prevented it from developing as it deserved. These are just some of the several women who participated in one way or another in the movement of the Mexican Revolution, but whose role hasn't been as glorified as that of other luminaries, such as Pancho Villa or Emiliano Zapata himself. At the end of the revolution, the population in general quickly lost the respect that it professed toward the female soldiers and the followers of the camps. During the conflict, the soldaderas were controversial. Before Mexico reformed its armed forces after the revolution, it was quite obvious that soldaderas did not always include wives and family members. the new government emphasized that soldaderas only carried out domestic tasks, something they would have done the same way in their homes if they weren't following the troops. By reducing the importance of soldaderas and erasing the idea that many had participated in fighting, the government was able to further reduce the already insignificant aid veterans perceived.
Now, let's talk about what happens to the women after the revolution. Carranza offered a small pension only to women who were relatives of fallen soldiers on the battlefield, with her refusal to extend pensions to ex-soldiers. Carranza was essentially ignoring the fact that the women played an important role in combat. However, their task encompassed much more than that. They carry out missions such as spying on enemy lines and smuggling weapons from the United States, among other things. In addition of that, according to Diana Suet and Raquel Macias, in their work, soldaderas play important roles in revolution. In order to get food, it was sometimes necessary to loot homes or business, since these were times when obtaining sustenance was not so easy. As can be seen, the soldaderas had more responsibilities than the men, who only dedicated themselves to fighting with weapons in places where they were ordered. But even so, the soldaderas didn't receive the treatment or recognition they deserved. Women also made the most of their participation to gain more respect and rights in some states, especially in Yucatan, where they organized the first feminist congress. In conclusion, the woman was in a time where it was difficult for her to develop and grow in the midst of so much machismo, and we have forgotten how important and fundamental her participation was for the Mexican Revolution. And nowadays, thanks to her effort and dedication, it was an achievement. Buenas tardes, soy Jorge Mijares y me encuentro con...
El licenciado Sergio Torres.
¿A qué se dedica usted?
Actualmente soy docente en el Colegio La Roca y una de las áreas en las que me especializo es en el área de Historia de México.
Muy bien, me gustaría hacerle una serie de preguntas acerca de la mujer en la Revolución Mexicana.
Muy bien, correcto.
Okay. Primera pregunta, ¿cómo era la mujer durante la Revolución?
Bueno, la mujer durante la Revolución era una mujer muy sumisa a su marido, como ha sido la historia de México. Una mujer abnegada, una mujer fiel, que siempre siguió a su marido en todas las áreas de la vida y la Revolución Mexicana no fue la excepción. Muchas de las mujeres que tuvieron maridos revolucionarios siguieron a sus maridos en la revolución hasta las guerras y siguieron estando con él, sirviéndole a él de muchas maneras, desde hacerle la comida hasta disparar un rifle.
Muchas gracias. Siguiente pregunta. ¿Por qué la mujer es considerada importante en la revolución?
Es muy difícil concebir la Revolución Mexicana sin la aportación de la mujer. Aunque los libros de historia no mencionan grandes heroínas ni mencionan grandes esfuerzos por ser una cultura machista, la mujer fue clave en la revolución. Por eso hablamos hasta canciones como La Adelita, muchas canciones que surgieron y sirvieron como soldaderas a sus maridos. Si no hubiera sido por ellas, difícilmente la revolución hubiera llegado a donde llegó.
Ok, siguiente pregunta. ¿Cuáles eran las tareas más importantes de la mujer durante la Revolución Mexicana?
Bueno, las tareas hablamos desde las básicas, ¿no? Que era cocinar, limpiar, hacer ropa, zapatos. pero sin embargo, ya estando en la revolución, ellas sirvieron, como le llamaban, soldaderas, donde ellas cargaban los rifles, cargaban las balas, usaban las cananas también, y servían a su marido para que él pudiera estar disparando en la línea de fuego. Entonces, ellas eran una ayuda muy importante para su marido y para poder estar dentro de la guerra.
Ok, última pregunta. ¿Cómo vivía la mujer en la sociedad machista de aquella época?
Pues tomando en cuenta la sociedad de hace ya más de 100 años, obviamente era una sociedad muy machista donde la mujer no era valorada, donde la mujer era rechazada, donde la mujer pasaba a segundo término y era una vida muy, muy complicada. No tenían derechos a muchas cosas, no votaban, y la cultura machista era que la mujer era para el hogar, la mujer era para tener hijos, la mujer era para atender el marido, y ni siquiera iban a la escuela, y eso les causaba que había muchas mujeres analfabetas, sin cultura, porque desde el seno familiar se les educaba que ellas eran para el hogar, que ellas no tenían que trabajar y que ellas no tenían que estar fuera de la casa. Entonces sí, era enfrentar una sociedad de manera muy, muy difícil, muy complicada, y la Revolución Mexicana pues les hizo mucha justicia a muchas de ellas al valorarlas y al incluirlas en la sociedad como parte de ellas. Claro que no ha sido una lucha fácil, todavía hasta la fecha muchas ideas continúan, y hasta la fecha las mujeres tienen que luchar para lograr un lugar dentro de esta sociedad en México.
Ok, muchas gracias, profe, por su aporte a nuestra investigación.
Espero poderte servir.
Ocean man, take me by the hand.